We'll try to identify that whatever we are going to discuss in the first part of the session, you will be in the practical position to identify what exactly is the important thing. NCERT are very important source when it comes to the UPSC examination. It is going to be asking regarding the themes. It is going to be asking regarding the terms. Your approach is कि आप बस पढ़ रहे हो उसे एंड देन इवेंचुअली यू आर नॉट टेकिंग एनीथिंग एज द टेक होम और द टेक अवे कंटेंट. इफ यू हैव रेड इट एज द बेसिक मटेरियल जहां पे बस खत्म करना है हमें, सो दैट वी विल बी एबल टू मूव टू सम लार्जर सेट ऑफ बुक्स. Hello everyone, I'm Vishal Salsekar, and from today onwards we are starting a new initiative where we are going to deconstruct the NCERT for history, right? In that particular history deconstruction, what we are going to do, we are going to pick up one NCERT book where we are going to decode that what are the important aspects that are provided in that particular book. We are not going to read the entire NCERT. I'm going to discuss the approach, right? The layer by layer approach. In the first session, we are going to keep it like we are going to introduce a lot of new things with respect to how to read NCERT, how to approach that particular book. And then there are series of NCERT. So from the next session onwards, we are going to delve into the details of the content. In this particular discussion, what we are going to cover, I have taken the class 8th NCERT, which is the Exploring Society, India and Beyond Part 1, where there are 3 chapters of history, and these particular 3 chapters briefly gives you an idea regarding what are the important aspects from the perspective of history, specifically the medieval, post-medieval and the modern India. And in that particular aspect, we are going to cover these particular things in detail. I'm going to discuss about what exactly is the approach in order to read that NCERT. Along with that particular approach of reading NCERT, there are a lot of examples from the NCERT book itself. I have tried to take, deconstruct, and then we are going to ponder upon that particular thing. I have also taken one classroom sample where we are going to read certain portion of that particular NCERT, and we'll try to identify that whatever we are going to discuss in the first part of the session, we are going to revisit that through the NCERT, and I'll explain you how exactly I want you to read the NCERT. Right. So through the practical demonstration also, you will be now in a position to ensure that when you are reading the NCERT at your end, you will be in the practical position to identify what exactly is the important thing to be noted down from the NCERT, specifically from the perspective of history. Right. So we are going to cover these particular thing in detail, whatever important aspects are. We are not going to miss out on any of the relevant things, right? So let's start the discussion regarding the NCERT, right? But before going into the details of NCERT, what exactly this particular book are? Now see, NCERT are very important source when it comes to the UPSC examination. Now it's not necessarily that only 11th and 12th class NCERT is important. NCERT are also important from class 6th onwards. But these NCERT should not be considered as the books of very much basics, to just skim through and do not take anything as the retention content. Neither it should be referred to as book that these are the book of the school going children, and our approach should also be like that particular school going children, jahan pe we are just reading that particular NCERT. We are trying to only solve those things which are provided in NCERT, considering ki bhai dekho, at the end of the year there will be examination around that NCERT and we have to write the answer around those. No. The purpose and the approach is different. It's not like that you have to be asked in the examination regarding the only NCERT based question. What UPSC is going to focus upon, that it is going to be asking regarding the themes, it is going to be asking regarding the terms, it is going to be asking regarding the causes and consequences relations, it is going to be asking regarding the details of the analysis. But those things can be inspired, and regarding substantiation of those things, a lot of aspects you will be able to get it from the NCERTs. And since they are the government's publication, that's why the most authentic details and data that you are able to get. And that's why the updated books are also very, very important. Sometimes we tend to think that only the old NCERTs are important. Yes, in terms of the thematic coverage, they have covered the vast amount of detail. But from the perspective of the present context, from the perspective of certain historical verification, the new NCERTs are also very, very important. That's why if there is any update, I would recommend that read the updated versions also, because they shows that how presently UPSC might be focusing upon that particular theme. A lot of example, a lot of relevant data, a lot of relevant fact, a lot of anecdotes that you can pick directly from the updated NCERTs, right? So though they are written from the school going students perspective, but in detail, and they give you a lot of things that you have to extract from the examination perspective. But now the question comes, are we in the position to read the NCERTs properly, or are we reading them properly? This is the question you should also ask to yourself, because the problem when it comes to the NCERT, chances are very, very high that either our approach is to somewhat deviated from the approach of covering the NCERT book, right? And that's why we might not be referring to that particular NCERT books properly. Or what we are doing, we are reading once and moving on. What we are doing, we are reading, let's say that particular NCERT book talks about the Delhi Sultanate. They are discussing certain personalities in detail and certain personalities not being covered. So what your approach is कि आप बस पढ़ रहे हो उसे and then eventually you are not taking anything as the take home or the take away content. You are reading it like the plain manner, and then you are starting from one line, ending on the other line, and that's it. Your NCERT reading is done. No, it does not goes in this particular manner. When we read NCERT needs certain type of strategic aspect, strategic type of coverage from the side of the aspirant. And this is what the distinct aspect between a serious and the non-serious candidate also. Because if you are serious about the preparation, you will not let go the NCERT. You will not only read it once and let go that now we are going to shift towards the higher end content or higher end books, which gives us the more detailed content. See, it's not about the detailing of the content. It's about the way those particular things are being covered, the way the things are being arranged, the way the strategic coverage is being provided. That is more important, that is provided in the NCERT. And NCERT is more than a book. They are a lens through which you are seeing the UPSC. They are the lens through which there is more clarity provided regarding UPSC, that what might be the important things that UPSC can also be interested in asking you as the aspirant who is appearing for the examination. So another thing is highlighting everything, because see, this is the tendency that somebody if told you that this is an important resource, what your general mentality is going to be that each and everything which is written in that particular source, you will think here everything is good, everything is important. In the first iteration you are highlighting few lines, then in the second iteration you will highlight more, third iteration mein aur zyada, fourth mein aur zyada, and eventually you will observe that in every lines there is underlining, every line is highlighted. Then what is the purpose of highlighting? Eventually then you will find out certain other manner to highlight. You will then encircle, you will then mark certain type of other things. So the problem is that why we are reading books and why we are taking certain type of notes out of it, because later on again and again we should not be devoting that amount of time in order to revisiting that material. And that's why the notes making is being done. Now if you are not taking anything out of that book and every time you are highlighting it completely, not retaining certain aspects, just ask a question to yourself, are you doing anything good? Then the answer that will come is no, because what you are doing just the linear reading of the book. You have started and read every chapter as the chapter by chapter. It's not like how you are going to apply those particular things when there will be a question asked regarding this. So what you are doing? You are just reading regarding the Delhi Sultanate. Now UPSC might not ask regarding specific ruler. It might not ask regarding specific fact. It might ask a broader question that what were the factors that led eventually the rise of Delhi Sultanate. Might not be specifically covered, but inherent aspects are provided in each and every line. Or maybe Why there was a decline of the Delhi Sultanate, eventually paving the way for the political vacuum which was filled by the Mughals in India. Now in that particular case जरूरी नहीं है कि एक strategic paragraph में all the pointers might be mentioned. Across the ruler, different ruler by ruler, there are certain things that might be mentioned, and that eventually is going to provide you the avenue कि भाई क्यों हम उस चीज को पढ़ रहे हैं, हाउ वी हैव टू एक्सट्रैक्ट सर्टेन सेट ऑफ कंटेंट एंड हाउ वी हैव टू इंश्योर दैट दीज पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स वी हैव टू हैव एन आइडिया रिगार्डिंग टेकिंग आउट एज द नोट्स इन अ थेमेटिक मैनर. दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो हाईलाइटिंग एवरीथिंग इज ऑल्सो वन सच pitfall in this particular preparation. The third thing is regarding treating this material as basic to rush through. Somebody said, you read, आपको लगा कि इंपॉर्टेंट है इसलिए आपने पढ़ लिया. एवरी एनसीईआरटी बुक यू हैव केप्ट, यू हैव डेवलप्ड अ स्टैक ऑफ इट एंड देन यू हैव पिक्ड अप वन बुक, read that book, kept it in the shelf, read another book, kept it in the shelf. What you are retaining? Are you taking anything? And when you are asking yourself that what exactly I have retained, you might be thinking, I have read about the Delhi Sultanate, I have read about the Maratha administration, I have read about the rise of nationalism. But if there is actual questions asked regarding those, are you right now in a position to answer those particular questions? If let's say cutting across the theme a question is asked, are you in a position to answer that particular question? Because if the question is asked regarding the contribution of women in the Indian history, they are not asking about Delhi Sultanate, they are not asking about Mughal rule, they are not asking about Marathas. You have to cut across the entire history, then you have to provide in different phases how different women personalities provided their own set of contribution, which eventually paved the way for the women's contribution in the Indian history. अब एक जगह पर नहीं दिया हुआ है, but across different dynasties you have seen example. Maybe regarding environmentalism, that environmentalism development in the pre-independence India. Now, have you thought that a theme of environmentalism separately being covered? No, but then there may be different administration, different ruler talking about environmentalism, or maybe early environmentalism they are talking about. So basically then you can take those particular example covering it under the environmentalism, and whenever there is question regarding this, you can quote that set of argument. Now if you have read it as the basic material जहां पे बस खत्म करना है हमें, so that we will be able to move to some larger set of books, then the NCERT's approach is going to not help you in this particular examination, and you will treat NCERT as the basic book only कि भाई कहा है तो पढ़ना है. It's not like that. It's like that this is the important book. A lot of strategic things can be directly picked up by UPSC from this particular book, and that's why you have to read this book. It's not like कि किसी ने बोला है आपको पढ़ने के लिए इसीलिए आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. And that's why it is very important that how to read book, because there are multiple layers that are available in that particular set of content that you are reading. Once having clarity in mind that what are different set of layers, and then you will be able to ensure that how to deconstruct those layers. And when you are skimming through the content, once you are reading that particular content, if you are trying to segment that content in the layer, so at the end of the reading, now you are in a position to identify, to mark that particular thing correctly, and then whether it is prelims examination, whether it is the analytical aspects of the mains examination, or whether it is the essay writing, in every manner you will be having the needed content available with you from the NCERT. And see, UPSC is not asking regarding chapter 1 of NCERT, chapter 2 of this particular NCERT. No, they are asking about theme. So it's onus on you that later on that particular thematic notes are going to help you in order to do the value addition, because there may be a lot of things which are not covered in NCERT, but then NCERT covers a lot of very important things which you might not be reading otherwise, and that's why reading NCERT becomes very important. So the NCERT will provide you this particular lens, that optics, that how you have to see this particular examination of UPSC, and not necessarily as a textbook. So this thing we are going to decode, then we are going to practically see that whatever we have discussed in this particular decoding, how you have to apply, and a lot of other things that we are going to talk about. So maybe you are thinking ki why we are covering those particular things not by reading each and every line of NCERT. See, we might take that also in the subsequent classes, but right now the approach is very, very important, because it's not only history, it's a different subject that you are eventually going to read in NCERT. That's why covering that, deconstructing that is more important rather than the factual mugging up of the information.